Hi, my friends. Today I want to present you a new story. Enjoy watching it.
I should have left the moment I saw my name on the place card. Cannabel D, +1. No surname. No title. Just an afterthought at my own brother's 30th birthday gala. The ballroom shimmered with crystal and gold. My parents had gone all out for Marcus, imported orchids, a 10-piece string quartet, a red carpet for a man who once failed college 3 times. I walked in alone, wearing the emerald silk gown my mother used to love, before she decided love was conditional. Annabelle, she greeted me without a hug, her lips tight. You didn't bring anyone. Just myself, I replied. Apparently I was invited as a +1 to my own family. She ignored that. Smile tonight. Your brother deserves a perfect evening. I was seated at table 9. The family table was at the front. Table 1, glowing under a chandelier like it was heaven itself. My parents sat there. So did Marcus and his new girlfriend, who'd only been around 3 months but already called my mother Mama. The servers poured champagne. I got water. Then came the speech. My mother stood up, glass in hand, her voice ringing through the ballroom mech. We're so proud of Marcus, our shining star, our only son. And tonight, as a family, we have one more gift for him. My stomach twisted. She doesn't know this yet, but our daughter Annabelle will be transferring the condo to Marcus. Isn't that wonderful? She's always been so generous. Laughter, applause, then silence when I didn't smile. I stood up slowly. No, I won't. My father, seated beside Marcus, turned his head sharply. What did you say? I said no. That condo is mine. It's in my name. It was bought for $340,000 with my money. My mother's smile froze like porcelain. Annabelle, please, don't embarrass us. I think you've done that for me. The air thinned. Eyes turned. My father pushed his chair back with a screech. His face flushed purple. You ungrateful little, after everything we've done for you. I stood my ground. Done to me, not for me. Then, in a blur, he reached across the table. His hand gripped a bottle of red wine by the neck, and before I could step back, crack, it struck the side of my face. The room gasped. Someone dropped a glass. Blood ran warm down my temple. I heard nothing, only the thudding of my pulse. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I picked up my clutch, now damp with wine or blood. I couldn't tell which, and walked out. My mother shouted after me, "You'll regret this, Annabelle." But I wouldn't. Not this time. The night air hit me like truth. Cold, bracing, clean. Somewhere in the distance, the string quartet still played. Inside that ballroom, I lost my place at the table. Outside it, I found my spine. The emergency room smelled like bleach and betrayal. As the nurse stitched my brow, I stared at the ceiling, refusing painkillers. I needed to feel everything. Domestic incident, she asked gently. I nodded. My father. At a birthday party. She winced but said nothing else. I didn't call the police. Not yet. I called someone more dangerous. Marla Jensen, my lawyer. I'm done playing the obedient daughter, I told her over the phone. It's time they paid. She didn't hesitate. Do you want civil or criminal? Both. By morning, eviction notices were drawn up. My parents had been living in the suburban house I bought during my first promotion, rent-free for 7 years. They claimed it was theirs. The deed said otherwise. Next came the financial audit. Marla's team combed through years of transactions. Annabelle, she said 3 days later, voice sharp with urgency. They forged your signature on 2 loan documents. One of them involves a line of credit they defaulted on. You could have been liable. I felt the old shame try to crawl up my throat, but it choked this time. I spit it out. Leak it, I said. What? Everything. The forged docs, the fake signatures. Let the world see the truth. That night, my inbox lit up. Reporters, friends, strangers. Most were shocked. A few weren't. And then a text came through from Marcus. You're disgusting. Can't believe you're doing this to Mom and Dad. I replied with a screenshot of the forged loan and said nothing more. This wasn't revenge. It was justice, in heels and a court date. 3 days after the eviction notice, my cousin Lucia knocked on my door with trembling hands and a folder stuffed with papers. They're planning to sue you for elder abandonment, she whispered, barely able to look me in the eye. Your mother already drafted the statement. They want to paint you as heartless, unstable. I didn't flinch. Let them try. That evening, the sheriff served the official eviction. I watched from my car as my father cursed and shoved the officer, and my mother clutched a Bible for the cameras. They'd invited a local news team. Marcus stood behind them, dramatically wiping his eyes. Then came the ambush. A video appeared online titled "Our Broken Daughter." It was heavily edited, complete with ominous piano music and clips from a stage intervention, one I'd refused to attend. I recognized two concerned relatives as actors. Paid. Scripted. I calmly responded and posted online screenshots, voice memos, bank statements, notarized deeds. No theatrics. Just truth. Then the real bomb dropped. Your father's offshore accounts just lit up, Marla told me, eyes wide. And your mother funneled donor money from her Children's Light Foundation into a private brokerage. My heart didn't race, it steadied. Marcus's email was last. A desperate plea masked as rage. You're destroying the family. I replied simply. You did that long before me. The web they wove was unraveling, thread by thread. And this time, I held the scissors. The courtroom buzzed with tension. My lawyer, Marla, leaned toward me and whispered, "They're nervous. Especially your father. He knows what's coming." We began with evidence. The medical report of my head wound, the eviction notices, and the full video footage, unedited, of the birthday assault. The judge's brow tightened with every page. Then came the financials. Marla placed the files before the court clerk. We present proof of misappropriated charity funds by Eleanor Duval and fraudulent asset transfers executed by Francis Duval over the past 6 years. My mother gasped. My father went pale. Marcus, seated with sunglasses and arrogance, stood mid-hearing. This is a family matter. She's just bitter. The judge didn't even look up. Mr. Duval, sit down or be removed. Then the whistleblower took the stand, a former accountant from the Children's Light Foundation. Calmly, he confirmed the laundering trail, transfers to luxury accounts in Dubai, and Marcus's role in selling stolen identities to fund his influencer career. The ruling came swiftly. All claims against Ms. Annabelle Duval are dismissed. The plaintiffs are fined for defamation and financial fraud. Charges will be forwarded to the district attorney. Marcus stormed out. My parents were silent, crushed beneath the weight of their own lies. Outside, Marla touched my shoulder. They thought you'd stay silent. I smiled faintly. The condo was quiet. The final box was sealed, the deed in my name alone. I walked through each room barefoot, letting the silence heal what noise had once fractured. Lucia knocked, holding an old my photo, me at 7, grinning in a paper crown. I found this in Aunt Eleanor's attic. Thought you should have it. I took it, touched. She forgot I ever existed. But I didn't forget myself. Lucia sat beside me on the windowsill. I'm sorry for standing by them. I thought loyalty meant silence. No, I said softly, loyalty means protecting truth, even when it's messy. That night, I invited only 3 friends for dinner. No speeches, no flash, just warmth. Over wine, Marla toasted, to dignity reclaimed. After they left, I opened my drawer and found the paper swan I made as a child, creased but still intact. I placed it beside the photo. They tried to erase me, but in trying to take everything, they gave me something priceless, the will to protect my peace. I stood at the balcony, city lights below, and whispered to no one in particular. This is the life I built. Not for them, for me. And for the first time in years, I slept without fear.
Friends, what do you think of this story? Write your opinion in the comments. Would you like more stories? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any videos. See you tomorrow.